I still have Ohio State beating Georgia in my national championship game. I still think Ohio State's legit. I think Georgia's legit too, guys. I think Gunnar Stockton's the real deal. I think the top 10 here, right? I think Ohio State, Indiana, A&M, Georgia, Texas Tech, Oregon, Ole Miss, pending Lane Kiffin's decision. We'll get to that in a minute. Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Bama. You throw Miami in there. Like, these are really good football teams. They deserve to be in the playoff. That, to me, is where I'm at. I think the top 5 is safely in the field. I think Ohio State, Indiana, A&M, Georgia, Texas Tech. I think those 5 teams are in no matter what. I think Oregon, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Bama, they have to win. Bama definitely has to win. Notre Dame definitely has to win. Oklahoma definitely has to win. Ole Miss, maybe. But, let's say Ole Miss loses to Mississippi State and they've got 2 losses and then Lane Kiffin leaves. What do you do with Mississippi then? Do you downgrade Mississippi based on Lane Kiffin leaving? I guess. I'm telling you, this is going to be a interesting decision by the committee. You've got 2-loss Notre Dame going up against 2-loss Miami. Miami beat Notre Dame. Miami's behind Notre Dame in the rankings. You've got that conversation. You've got the Alabama-Oklahoma conversation where Oklahoma beat Alabama, but Alabama's got the higher rating. A lot of weird questions that are going to get answered over the next 2 weeks. I'm glad I'm not the committee, but also I'm glad that this is happening because I think it's going to push for more change. Like last year when Arizona State and Boise got the byes, people went crazy and they got rid of that little wrinkle where the automatic qualifiers get the byes. Now it's just the top teams. I think this year with the ACC and the group of 5 chaos, we're going to get more reform that says this is ridiculous. Just give us the top 12 teams. Enough of this group of 5 and automatic qualifiers. Just give us the top 12 teams, regardless of conference. It's going to be mostly the Big Ten and the SEC, but those are the best teams, people. Wake up and smell the roses. All right, huge games this week. I mentioned the Ole Miss Mississippi State game. Massive game in Stark Vegas. I love that this is the first game out of the chute. It sets the tone. Chaos scenario where Mississippi State wins the game and Lane announces his departure. I can absolutely see the committee leaving out a 10-2 Ole Miss team that loses their head coach. This is also a huge game for the Bulldogs because if they win, it'll be 6. And that's bowl eligibility for a team that had a preseason win total of 2.5. Good job by Jeff Lebby. I hope Mississippi State wins. I'll be rooting like heck for the Bulldogs in this one, but they are an underdog. Also on Friday, A&M at Texas. You can make the case that the Aggies are actually better off losing this game and missing out on the SEC championship and resting up for a home game in the first round of the playoffs, a la Ohio State last year. That might actually be the more favorable path. Then you get that loss out of the way. You're not undefeated anymore. You get rest, an extra week, and then you get a home game in the first round of the playoff. You get that win early, and it vaults you to the next round. That's exactly what happened with Ohio State last year, and they used that momentum to win the national championship. I'm not saying Mike Elko's going to play his cards this way, but if I was A&M, I would not be upset if I lost this game. And obviously Texas still has that slim playoff hope, so they're going to be up for it. It's a rivalry game. I think I'm going to bet Texas in this game. Probably. I probably will. Saturday, they've got Oregon at Washington. This is a sneaky spot for the Ducks. I think if Oregon loses this game, I think they're out. I don't think Oregon gets in at 10-2, not with their record and who they've beaten this year. Teams like Vandy and Texas will be rooting hard for the Huskies in this game. If Oregon loses, it could open up an at-large spot. What do you do? 10-2 Oregon, 9-3 Texas. Texas played a brutal schedule. They lost to they lost to Ohio State. They lost to Georgia. They lost to Florida. Ugh. But Oregon, who the heck is Oregon beating? Their losses are a little better, right? Indiana and maybe Washington. But 10-2 Oregon against 9-3 Texas. 10-2 Oregon against 10-2 Vandy. I think Vandy gets in. And then, of course, Vandy at Tennessee. I think Vandy's in with a win, guys. I really do. And I wouldn't completely eliminate Tennessee just yet, right? Let's say Tennessee beats Vandy. Oregon loses at Washington. A&M beats Texas. You've got 9-3 Tennessee against a 10-2 Oregon. Whew. I don't know, man. Who are Tennessee's losses? Then they lose to Tennessee lost to Bama. Tennessee lost to Bama, Georgia, and Oklahoma. Those are 3 damn good losses. Those are three damn good losses. I still think Tennessee and Texas both are live. I honestly do. We'll see how it plays out. It should be a whole lot of fun. Obviously, we'll see how the chips fall, but I'll be right back here with you recording another episode Sunday night, and we'll recap all of this chaos, and I'll tell you who I think will be the college football playoff teams next week before championship weekend. But right now, I think Alabama, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Oregon, I think those teams all need to win. And if they lose, they could be out.